Alright guys, what's up? This is SonicSol here. I just want to make a brief video talking about reads versus random and low-level players not getting the respect they deserve for doing things that's perceived from the outside as random. So I wanted to really talk about that, considering that we've been seeing that a lot on Twitter for the past couple of days. And I did talk about this on my stream prior, yesterday, as of the time of this recording, but I wasn't able to really get all my thoughts out there as cohesively as I wanted to, because of course, you know, you're streaming, so what can you do about it, right? So I decided to just do this in post here and upload it here for you guys. So to start off, right, we basically have this situation here by Phenom. He uploads this tweet basically saying, "I don't understand." And in this video, he does lose the first round, but the way he loses it is what has everyone talking, and the way he reacts, no less, too. So let's give a watch to this.
You're gonna overextend. I'm not though. I'm not though. Who does that?
Who does that? So Phenom definitely reacting to the situation, you know, completely aghast. I probably would have reacted in the same way to that scenario. And the thing about this too, right, is the way it happened is, you know,
you're gonna overextend.
You're gonna overextend.
I'm not though.
I'm not though. He says you're gonna overextend. I'm not though. He says you're gonna overextend. I'm not though. So basically, what we see from this is he actually gets counter hit here, and I'm gonna pull up the situation for you guys right now on the stream as well. We are at 26 seconds. Like I said, the Kage player's got like almost a full stick of butter. Phenom's got 2 bars. Right? I want you to pay attention when the timer gets to like 17 seconds or like 18 seconds. I'll pause it for you. So around 18 seconds, right? Phenom's just chilling here, right? Kage steps forward. We're about to hit 17 seconds. Phenom walks forward. As you see, Kage player walks forward and immediately is buffering EX Tatsu. Immediately buffering EX Tatsu. Phenom walks forward. The Kage player is already walking forward too, and as he saw the walk forward, he immediately did EX Tatsu, as you can see. What happens after the EX Tatsu comes out, and Phenom is shown to be pressing a button, a stand medium kick right after. He delayed the stand medium kick, and he got hit for it. He got counter hit. So as you can see here, right, the Kage player clearly reacted to the walk-up. We then got a whole bunch of comments on Phenom's Twitter saying, y'all need to stop hating on this Kage. Guess for game, there's no such thing as a bad decision. He got the reads, he took a risk. You get nowhere without taking risks. Ume Tatsu, you know, I actually don't find all this ridiculous, right? We even got some other comments here like, Phenom switched to walking back to maintain space and inching forward to be at a range to challenge other players' forward movement. Player recognized this and did a high priority move. So in Street Fighter V, special moves are not high priority. In fact, they will trade with even light attacks. It is only heavy normals and throws that have like the highest priority. Heavies beat everything besides throw. Throw beats everything as far as normals go, but not like special moves that are like airborne or whatever. So basically, right, like everyone's trying to give their own like analysis to this, but what happened in the actual game is that Phenom literally tried to walk up and poke at the player, and the player did EX Tatsu as a gutsy move, right? And in that scenario, if we go back to the same situation in the clip, you see him walk up, and in the range that the Kage player was at, right, around the range where he did the Tatsu, he could have done low forward, he could have done forward heavy punch, right, to crush counter Phenom. He could have done a multitude of things that would have led into the EX Tatsu anyway. The EX Tatsu is airborne, so it will go above Kerin's low forward, because her low forward or crouching medium kick does hit lows, and Tatsu does go airborne on later frames, so it would work here. There's no threat of throw at the range that the Kage and Phenom was standing at, so clearly this would have been done to either avoid a low, but that's really it, right? And at that point, you would have just went to press a button to whiff punish, or you would have done the forward hard punch to crush counter Phenom for trying to press a button here, which he did press stand and medium kick. He didn't even press low forward, right? So the point I'm trying to make here, which I want to talk about, is the fact of It's not random what the Kage player was doing because he was reacting to the walk. It's, however, unorthodox as to why the Kage player chose to do EX Tatsu, right? It is a very unorthodox action given the position and situation that the game was in. So if we go ahead and look, we had another reply here. Part of the problem of the FGC is right here. That prediction was godlike. Of course, we won't give the diamond players prop for the clutch hit. We'll flag him as random. Those players get discouraged and leave. Then we wonder why our scene stagnates. Wake up FGC. I think our scene stagnates for a multitude of reasons, but I don't think this is the main reason, to be fair. From my honest opinion, right, like, I don't think that anyone was saying that this player was random. In fact, Phenom just was like, who does that? He was like, who would do EX Tatsu in that scenario, right? So I left a reply here. A couple other people left replies here too. But Spaceboy, a very prominent Sakura player as of late with Street Fighter V, he mentions that the issue is there were better ways to do the thing he just did. Like, what if he did the stand-in heavy punch there instead of EX Tatsu? He would have saved meter, not been as punishable on whiff or block, been able to safely hit confirm the move, and would have crush countered non-heavies. And it's like, he gives this reply, and then Juice is like, okay, but so because he could have done it better, does it discredit what he did? It's fine, people do things differently. No one's saying that you can't play the game the way you want to, but it's just saying that it's a matter of optimal, like, decision making, which is what it is. It's just being optimal and as safe as possible, right? So Bizarro Wolf says and replies to this, the two tweets that Space Boy makes, you know, I understand what you mean, and I don't think Phenom went super hard on the dude, but you can understand that as a top FGC influencer, comments like this quickly turns into discrediting the player to an audience and pushing the dude is random mentality. So basically this just snowballed. Basically, we had like people reply automatic. He basically just makes a parody comment of it. Jibbo, he says, part of the problem with the FGC is right here. The Phenom clip is hilarious. Of course, we won't give Phenom props for posting something funny. We'll flag him as an elitist. The top players will stop streaming and we'll wonder why our Steam is stagnated. So it's like, yo, like, why are you clowning on him for making content? Brian F then says afterwards, being bad at fighting games is the same thing as being good, actually. FGC Twitter after the Tatsu hit, bro. So you could be bad and be good at the same time. It's insane. And then, you know, Jeff, he says, I think all FGC players should be treated as if all decisions are intelligently made, and then mash 100 hand slaps on wake up. And this is coming from a guy who, I will tell you, has gotten to diamond level status by just doing 100 hand slap in the lower levels. I'm not joking with you. So, you know, we have this final little meme here by Richard Perez saying, whip this up in like 5 minutes. And you literally see, like, it's the Family Guy meme, and it's not okay for you to enter if you're these leagues, bro. so all you're seeing here is, like, you know, people responding to what Bizarro Wolf said. But then we have this other scenario here that I also want to go over with OG Killicam. He uploads this against a diamond level Vega as well, and I'll just play the clip for you. So I actually also looked up this scenario as well, and we'll just pull it up right now. Killicam and the Vega player is here. Vega player's cornered, right? He even has a slight lead, but he's cornered, and he has to worry about Akuma now approaching him. So Killicam jumps forward, throws the air fireball. He walks back and then walks forward into range. Does stand medium kick in the EX fireball. He gets plus here, right? He tries to shimmy. So OG Killicam is trying to bait a throw tech attempt, right? He's trying to bait the Vega player into basically doing a throw and punishing him. So Killicam's really trying hard to do that. Jab check, right? Push him back. Then he walks forward, and look at the Vega's inputs as he walks forward. I'm gonna slow it down for you. I'm gonna slow it down for you so you guys can see. Did you see what happened? So the Vega player legit buffered super in this scenario to call out OG Killicam for doing walk-up throw. Like I said before, with what happened with the diamond level Kage player, there could have been better things that you could have went for in this scenario to go into the super to kill, right? He showed before that he could do delay jab. Like, look at the jab right here after this. Delay jab. You see that? So he shows that he knows how to do this, right? And then he goes he goes for the super right after. There are safer ways of going about it than choosing such explosive options because they're extremely risky, right? That is basically the point I'm trying to hammer home here, right? Now, of course, the argument is like, well, you see players like Daigo do this. You see him do it all the time when he's fighting GamerB. For instance, that iconic moment where he did like 3 DPs in a row on him. I explained that he was initially calling out GamerB's neutral jumps before stuffing out GamerB's delay buttons on Wake Up, because in that game, you had Crouch Tech OS to beat throws. So people would do delay buttons and stuff, and vice versa. They would do delay buttons to stop people from just walking up, right? And this is Street Fighter 4 we're talking about. So it's fine, right? I get the decision to want to do this from Daigo, the same way as I get the other 2 decisions from the diamond level players, right? As you see, he's stuffing out the jab with heavy DP, which is invulnerable, and the same thing with the low forward, which causes the stun. I'll even play this out for you so you can see what I'm talking about, the intention here. As you can see, right, GamerB is trying to really approach hard, and then gets DP'd for the Jaguar Tooth, and he's jumping back. He's jumping away now. He's neutral jumping. He keeps getting hit here, right? so look at this, right? Look at this scenario. This is what I exactly pinned down here. Tag the neutral jump. He's basically doing this to cover 2 options. He's covering whether or not GamerB will press a delay button because of like Crouch Tech OS, or if he's going to neutral jump or back jump away, which is what he showed off. I think Daigo just was thinking he might neutral jump away, which is why he was doing this, and it just has the express purpose to cover both. This was a ballsy thing to go for, right? This was very ballsy. It's not to say that what he did was like, you know, not risky. It was risky. It was definitely risky. It wasn't random though, and I want to really like point that home here. It's not the intention, it's the decision to do the particular move you chose, right? Here's another position in Street Fighter 5. I'll show you this right now. He explains, Daigo here, he explains what he goes for here with this read. So he's gonna explain it here, and I'll show it to you. So after the super Oki, right? Look at the delay jab. You see the delay jab? I'll show it to you again. The delay jab after the super Oki, right? And this is what kills the Kami player. You see that? Look. Dead. Off the delay jab, right? So if we fast forward here, he's gonna explain to you something about reads. Look at this. Oki, flash kick. Let's play it out again. Kami gets the Oki in the spiral arrow. Tried to throw. You see that? Look at what happens. He'll explain it.
今と同じ局面で遅らせ打撃相手がして、いろいろ小パン食らってそのまま死んだから今度重ねるだろうなーっていう。そんな誰でも。
So basically what Daigo is saying here is that in the previous match, right, in the previous game that they played, the Kami player died off the delay crouch and light punch, right? And so the Kami player tried to anticipate this by walking up for the throw, right? So Daigo chose to do flash kick at this time to cover whether or not the Kami player would either go for, you know, jab or throw, right? To just beat out both options entirely, right? To not even have to think about it, because he knows that the Kami player was going to try and potentially change up the strategy of what he was going to do, right? That is how reads work, in my opinion. That's how I think reads are supposed to work. I think that these players that were showed off here, the intent to stop the walk up, the intent to stop a potential throw situation, right? It's just the move choice. The move choice, it could have been better, right? That's what people are trying to say. No one's discrediting the diamond level player for whatever they decided to do in terms of their intent. It is what they chose. What they chose. But ultimately, right, at the end of it all, right, I believe Punk said something interesting during his win streak.
What makes something random versus a read? I mean, only you really know what's random in a read, right? There's nothing. The difference is just you, to be honest. No one knows why someone's doing something, so no one can really say what you're doing, but only you know the difference between what the read and the which random is, because you're the person doing it. So whatever you had intended on being, you might have been wanted to be random.
So to explain this, right, I literally say, like, we tend to assume when we see a ballsy response that it's random. The intention and purpose can be seen, but it's up to the player, the person who's doing it, to confirm. The ballsy move that was chosen at the time for a situation is unorthodox. A better move can definitely be done. And I want to key in on that. A better move can definitely be done. By better, we mean optimal responses. You can choose to do whatever you want. It's how you play the game. But if someone is being objective here, the ballsy thing you're doing is never consistent. And that's really what I want to end the video on, right? So, yeah, I mean, you can play however you want to play. I'm going to still tell you you should have hit confirmed instead of doing that crazy option. I literally review people's replays all the time. I try to coach people as much as possible. I'm not going to tell these people to just do raw Tatsu in someone's face or to do super when they think that someone's going to do a throw on them, right? I mean, it's not it's not like it's an option that you can't do, but it is such a risky option to go for, because if it doesn't work, then you're going to get punished for it, right? So it's just, that's what I'm talking about, right? That's basically the gist of what I'm saying. Do what you want to do, but, hey man, I'm not going to tell you that move wasn't ballsy. I'm not going to tell you that move wasn't hella unsafe to do. So, yeah, anyway, if you guys liked the video, definitely leave a comment down below and leave a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about this video, and if you want to see more stuff like this from me. But yeah, guys, I'm going to leave you guys to it. Take care. See you guys next time, and next time on my stream as well. By the way, check me out, twitch.tv/Sonic_Soul as well for all this spicy goodness. See you next time.